Hi, Sabrina here with another tutorial for you, and this is going to be a Minecraft beanie. I'm using lime green and black of Super Heart Red Heart yarn. Super Saver, I mean. I said Super Heart. Okay, I'm using crochet markers. You're going to be needing about 2 of these. Needle to sew in your ends and to sew in the face. Crochet hook of an eye hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter hook. And scissors, of course, to cut your yarn. Now, to get started with this project, we're going to start with the green yarn. Look at me, I'm already getting knots here. Not a good start. Okay, here we go. Make a slip knot, wrap the yarn over your fingers twice. Put your hook right in and release it onto your hook. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 3. To chain up 3, we're going to go right in there, pull the yarn through, over. Wrap the yarn over, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through the loop. You just did chain 3. Now, the first chain at the end where my fingers are at, that first chain, it's like a little loop that sticks up. That's where you're going to put your hook at. You're going to wrap the yarn over and go through both of those loops, just like so. Then you want to take your hook and you're going to wrap the yarn over and just pretty much go right through the loop, and you just did a chain 1. Now what we're going to do is you move your fingers in there. You'll find a center. And when you find that center, you don't want to get right here because this is not your center. As you can see, you only have 1 here. You want to make sure it's got 2 big loops there. So make sure you get right into that center. And there it is. See the center? It's right there. Not here, here. It's kind of hard to see it, but you can pretty much get the hint. You want to go right into that center. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring that yarn right through there. You don't want to get the loose end. You want to get the one that you have in your hand already. Bring that yarn right through. Wrap the yarn over your hook. And go through both loops. You just did a single crochet right into the center. You're going to continue doing that all the way around by going straight into the loop, bringing the yarn through, wrap the yarn over, and go through both loops. You just did 2. Continue doing that until you get to 12. So here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 more, 12. You don't want to overlap your stitches. You're going to see your stitches right here. You do not want to overlap them. If you do, what you do is you pull this one up and this one down, and it will go down a little bit so you don't have to be overlapping your stitches. Right here on the first stitch, this is your chain 1. Okay? What you want to do is go right into those stitches. See that? I went right into the stitches, your first stitch on your row before you join. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull the yarn right through it, wrap the yarn over, and go through both loops. Take your marker now. We're placing our marker right here in the back. If you look at your stitches from this way, right in that loop right there. Not the one that's hooked in there, the one right next to it. That means that's the one that you just finished doing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go right back into that same stitch you put the single crochet in and put another one. Now we're just going to put 2 single crochets in every stitch around. So you go to the next stitch and put 1 single crochet, back in the same stitch again, and 2. Repeat that all the way around by putting 2 single crochets in each stitch. I'm slurring because I'm saying stitches and sorry. Okay, so 2 single crochets in each stitch. And I'm almost done here, getting around there. You continue doing yours. If you haven't caught up with me, pause it and then catch up. Okay, I'm back at my marker, so I'm going to take the marker out, and right into that stitch that the marker was in, I'm going to single crochet, and then I'm going to place my marker right back like the way we did before, not the one that's on the hook, but the one right next to it. I'm going to put my marker right back in there. And at this point, we're going to move to the next stitch over and single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and continue putting 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around until we get to the marker again. So 1 single crochet in each stitch. And for those who would like to know, this is going to be a child-sized beanie. It's going to be bigger than a toddler, but close to a toddler depending on the toddler's size of head. So this is much like for a young child, say from the age 7 to 10. But everybody has a different form of head, so everybody is different. So you must measure your head before you even start this if you want it to be the right size. So here I am back at the marker, and what we're going to do is take that marker out, single crochet right into that stitch, and we're going to place our marker right back into our stitch on the top. Just like so. Now we're going to go right back in that same stitch again that we put the single crochet in, and put another single crochet, so it's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Move to the next stitch, put 1 single crochet. The next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. 1 back in the same stitch again, and 2. Next stitch you're going to put 1 single crochet. Next stitch you're going to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Go right into that stitch, bring the yarn through, wrap it around, go through both loops. Next stitch, put 1 single crochet. Next stitch, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. 1, going right back in that same stitch again, and putting another one. 2. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way around by putting 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next. Repeat that all the way around. We're just doing single crochets in this whole entire beanie, so it's pretty much easy. I'm not going to do anything different except single crochet. So repeat that pattern all the way around until you get to your marker. Back at the marker, I'm going to take my marker out, single crochet into that stitch, and place my marker right back in. This round you're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch. So what you're going to do is just go to the next stitch, put 1 single crochet, next stitch, 1 single crochet, next stitch, 1 single crochet, and continue that all the way around by putting 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. I'm back at my marker. I'm going to take my marker out, single crochet into that stitch, and place my marker right back into my new stitch. Right here, right on the top. Now I'm going to put another single crochet into the same stitch, making it 2 single crochets in the same stitch. The next 2 stitches, I want to put 1 single crochet, so the next stitch you want to put 1 single crochet. Next stitch, 1 single crochet. The next stitch you want to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch, so 1 back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next 2 stitches you want to put 1 single crochet, 1, 1. The next stitch you want to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 back in the same stitch again, and 2. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way around, where the next 2 stitches you put 1 single crochet in each one of these, then the third one you put 2. Repeat that all the way around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. Excuse me. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. We're back at our marker now. At this point I'm going to take my marker out. I want to single crochet into that stitch and paste my marker right back in. This round I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So you just go to the next stitches and you're just going to put 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and repeat that all the way around. Okay, I'm back at my marker now. I'm going to take my marker out I'm going to single crochet into that stitch and place my marker right back in on the very top of that new stitch that we just did. This round we're going to do another increase, so what we're going to do is go right back in that same stitch we put the single crochet in and put another single crochet. Then we're going to move to the next stitch, put one single crochet, next stitch, one single crochet, next stitch, one single crochet, next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch, one, go right back in that same stitch again, and two. We're going to repeat that pattern all the way around where the next three stitches you put one single crochet, then the next two single crochets. So let's do that. One single crochet, one single crochet, next stitch, one single crochet, next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch, one, two. The next three stitches, one single crochet, one, two, and three. The next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches, put one single crochet, next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches, put one single crochet, the next stitch, put two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, the next stitch you want to put two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, next stitch you want to put two single crochets in the same stitch. The next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, the next stitch, two single crochets in the same stitch. Next three stitches you want to put one single crochet, next stitch you want to put two single crochets in the same stitch. The next stitches, the last three stitches, you want to put just one single crochet. We are back at our marker, and at this point what we're going to do is we're going to just continue singling around all the way around till we get to row 27. To do that, we count these lines here. See these lines? You can actually see the rows. These are counted as rows. So what we're going to do is count the rows. You start with the middle right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're on row 9 right now. So what we're going to do is continue putting one single crochet in each of the stitches all the way around till we get to row 27. So you continue doing yours by putting one single crochet in each of the stitches and do a continuous round and count your rows up to 27. And I will meet you back here with the 27th row. Okay, back here again, and I finished up to my 27th row, and this is what it should be, almost looking like a bowl, but that's the shape of the beanie. Now what we're going to do is go to the next stitch over, we're going to slip stitch, We're going to fasten off, so you want to get your scissors, cut the yarn, and what I like to do is just pull that yarn right into that loop and pull it all the way through, and then pull tight, and it gives it like a little knot so it doesn't unravel later, and then you just sew in your ends. Now lay your beanie flat down, even the sizes, make sure it's nice and flat. And what I like to do is I like to take my hands and pat it down, making sure everything is even perfectly. And as you can see here, now you're going to take your markers, and at each end you want to put your marker in the very corner. And one at the other end too. Once you do that, you have both ends in, you're going to open it up, and in the inside of the beanie, we're going to count back 6 stitches from that marker. See, these are your stitches on the top here. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Put your hook right in there so you know your 6th place. You're going to make another slip knot. Wrap it over your 2 fingers. Bring it over. I like to use my finger as a guide because the hook is already there. So I'm just loosening it up. I'm making sure my end's not too long. Now, here's your slip knot. What you're going to do is just hook it right onto your little hook here. Bring it through. Take the yarn, wrap it over your hook, and hook it right through that little loop. Now what we're going to do is single crochet across 13 stitches. So you can even take your marker out this time. And what we're going to do, even lay down your loose straggler so you can crochet right over it. You lay it right on top, you won't be able to see that anymore. You don't even have to sew it in. So what you're going to do, this is counting as 1. You're going to go to the next stitch, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and you see how I had it right on top of there? Look, it's not even on the other side. You're sewing it in. So that's 4 right there. Going to the next one, 5, and that one's a bit loose. I want it a little bit tighter. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and last one, 13. And look it, my loose straggler is gone. It is already in there. How easy is that? Turn your work around. From the second one from the chain, this is the one that's on the chain right now. You want to go back one more, right here, the one next, right next to it. And you're going to single crochet into there. And then you're just going to single crochet all the way across. In every stitch. 1 single crochet in every stitch. And the noises you hear are my boys. They want to sing to you. They know I'm recording, but kids will be kids. Last one. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work around again, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do is single crochet again across by skipping the first one. Now turn your work around again, skip the first one, go to the second one, single crochet, and then single crochet all the way across. Turn your work around, skip the first one, move to the second one, single crochet all the way across. Last one. Turn your work around, skip the first, move to the second, single crochet, and then single crochet all the way across. Turn your work around, second one from the hook, single crochet all the way across. Turn your work around, second from the hook, single crochet all the way across. Last one, turn your work around, second from the hook, single crochet all the way across. Turn your work around, second from the hook, single crochet all the way across. Turn your work around, and this is your last round because we're only going to have 2 stitches on the top after we skip the first one. So this is 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet. Now what we're going to do is fasten off from here. Cut your yarn, and what I like to do is just pull the yarn right through that loop and pull it all the way through and pull snug. So there's 1 ear flap. Do the same thing to the other side. Count back 6, single crochet across 13, and repeat the same pattern that we did on this side. And I will meet you back with my ear flap. Okay, here I am back again. I finished both my ear flaps, as you can see here. Now we are going to do a slip knot. And what we're going to do is take that slip knot and we're going to attach it to the beanie. So to do that, we're going to go right in the corner of the beanie and the ear flap. As you can see here, you're going to go right into that corner, put your hook in, attach your yarn, wrap the yarn over, go right into that loop, and it's attached on there. Now what we're going to do is single crochet all the way across the beanie. So single crochet with me all the way across, going in each stitch across the beanie. We're doing single crochets. Lay down that loose straggler if you don't want to sew it in like I'm doing here, and I'm laying it right on top of the stitches so I can just go right over it with the yarn and sew it in. Pretty much crochet it in. And we're going to single crochet all the way across in each stitch until we get to the other side of the ear flap, and then I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do. Almost there. Okay, I'm on the last one now. You want to get that very, very corner. And then what we're going to do is go up each of the rows on the beanie. So here's the very, very corner. Now, here's the ear flap. What you want to do is go into the next row up and just continue sewing up each row. You can see your rows. When you see the holes right in here between, that's in between your rows. So this is one row, this is another row, this is another row, this is another row, this is another row. So what you want to do is keep on going right into those rows at the very end and single crochet all the way up to the top. Just like what I'm doing here. I'm just going in each of these little rows on the very end, and making sure I get the end, not in the middle. You don't want to stagger your stitches. Single crocheting all the way to the top. Now I'm at the end. You want to single crochet in the last 2 stitches here. 1, back in the top, the other one, 2. Now you want to go down the ear flap, going in each of the stitches as well. So continue going all the way down, going in each of the rows. Got one more row to go. Now I'm at the end of the beanie and end of the ear flap. I want to single crochet right into that corner, and we're going to single crochet all the way across. And I'm laying down my loose straggler now because I have one from the beanie, from the other ear flap too, or the beanie pretty much, and I want to sew that in, so I'm going to crochet right over it. And I'm going across the other side of the beanie and meeting up to the other end. Okay, I went to the very corner of the ear flap already. Now we're going to work up the ear flap, going in each of the rows like we did with the other ear flap. Just go right into each of the rows at the very end of the ear flap and single crocheting all the way up in each of the rows. You want to get the top of those 2 stitches just like we did to the other one and the other one. I got another loose straggler from the very top. I'm going to crochet that in there too, working down the ear flap now, single crocheting in each of the rows. And back at the beginning point. You want to single crochet right there where the other single crochet is at, where we, not single crochet, but we fastened our yarn on, and then you want to go into the next stitch over and slip stitch. And we're going to fasten off from here, so you want to grab your scissors, cut your yarn, and I like to feed it right through that loop and pull tight. And whatever loose ends you have, just sew them in. And then we'll get this beanie done. Here's our ear flaps, as you can see. You just gotta sew in the loose ends now. Now we're gonna do the tassels at the end, and I'm gonna show you how to do the mixed colors on that. Okay, I'm back again, and here we are. I've cut about 12 of each color here. And they are about 24 inches long, because if you fold them in half, they are about 12 inches long. And that's the length that you will like. If you want them longer, you can go longer. what you need to do is grab 3 of the green, and 3 of the black. Actually, no, 6 of the black, sorry. 6 of the black and 6 of the green. I'm mixing it all up here. All confused. Because you're going to put 12 on each one. So it's 6 green and 6 black. Even them out. You want to grab either the black or the green. I'm going to go with the green first. And what you're going to do is fold them in half. The little loop that you have on your finger from folding it in half, that's the part that you want to put in. So the top 2 end stitches here that we have left over, we want to crochet right into them. So put your hook right in there, attach your yarn, all of the yarns, the loops only, and you want to bring them all through, open that up, and feed all the yarn right into that center of that loop. Pull tight. And there you put one on. Now you're going to go into your next one over and you're going to do the same thing with the black. Fold it in half. The loop part on the top, that's the part that you want to put in here. Bring it through. Make sure you bring all of them through at once, because then you'll just have a big old mess. Okay? And I don't think I did. Let me do that one all over again because I feel like there was a loop missing. Even it out. Okay, fold it in half. Then hook it in there just like you did with the green one. If you already did it, go ahead. But I felt like one of my loops were missing. And now I'm going to feed it right through and pull snug. Now you have 2 of these on here. What you want to do is you want to take 4 of the black and 4 of the red. And we're just going to braid it all, just like so. Okay, I'm at my very end here. Now I'm going to hold it tight, grab a piece of some green yarn, or you can use black, depending on you. I have my fingers and I'm holding one side down, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that side down while I'm wrapping this one over and over again, nice and tight, over the braid, so it doesn't come loose again. And I'm doing this several times, as many as you can. Not as a lot, but just a few. And then at the end, you tie your 2 ends together. And what I like to do is I like to take my needle And those two ends that I tied up, I thread them on my needle, and from the top down of what we did the rounds on, I'm going right into that top all the way down and going right into the center and pulling that through. That way it will never ever come loose. Well, I can't say never. If someone gets the scissors, it's gone. So here we are, we're pulling it through. Do the same thing to the other side. If your ends are kind of uneven, what you can do is you can take your scissors, and what I like to do is I like to bring my finger across and just trim it like you do a haircut. Done. And there's your loose end. Do the same thing to the other side. Sew in all your loose ends and meet you back here to do the face. Okay, back again. We're going to switch to the black yarn now, and we're going to do the face on this guy. To do the face, we're going to make a slip knot and chain up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The first one, the second one from the hook, you want to single crochet, and we're going to single crochet all the way across in each of the chains for a total of 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to start doing the face. You want to change color into the black, and I already did a slip knot and attached it to my hook. We're going to chain up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You want to single crochet second from the hook and single crochet all the way across for a total of 6 stitches. 6 single crochet, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the last one does not want to get on the hook. There we go. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 space, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the first of the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Now you're going to chain up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you're going to chain up another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you're going to do is go back on your stitches. I'm sorry, chain up 6, sorry. One more chain. Sorry, just one more chain. So it's 12 total. 12 chains. So what we're going to do now is you're going to go back, skipping the first chain, moving to the second, and single crocheting all the way back. Should be a total of 18 stitches. Or 18 single crochets, I mean. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the first chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 space, and single crochet all the way across. This stitch is a little loose, so I'm just going to redo that. Single crochet in the chain 1 space, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, and what you're going to do is slip stitch in the first 5 stitches. So you're going to go in your first chain 1 space and slip stitch. The next stitch, slip stitch, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 space, and single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Now what you want to do is just fasten off, cut your yarn from here, fasten off. what I like to do is just wrap the yarn over and pull right through. You're going to make another slip knot, and you're going to attach it at the very end of this side. Attach it to the last stitch, the very end. Slip stitch it in there and chain up one. Now you're going to single crochet in the same stitch that you did that in, and single crochet all the way across for up to the 5 chains. I mean 4 chains. It should be 5 chains. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Now you fasten off from here. Should be even on both ends. There you go. There we go. That is the mouth that we're going to put down. Now for the eyes. You're going to make a slip knot and chain up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Single crochet second from the chain, the hook I mean, and single crochet across for a total of 6 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and last 6. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all the way across. Chain up 1, turn your work around, single crochet in the chain 1 stitch, and single crochet all across. Now we're going to fasten off from here. And there is your eye. You want to make 2 of these. So chain up 7, single crochet second from the hook, and then just single crochet all the way back up to 4th row. So do that again and make your next eye, and we'll come back and sew everything on. Okay, back again. I already sewed in all my loose ends here. And what I'm going to do now is, right here at the edge of the beanie, you want to go up 2 rows. On the 3rd row is where you're going to be putting this red on top and even this out. You want to be right in between your ear flaps. You do not want to be over here or over there. It'll come out weird. You want to have it right in the even. And this is the mouth part. We're going to sew this on, and then you're going to sew the eyes on, attaching this to the face and sewing it all around. Lay your beanie as flat as down and just go right above those stitches and start sewing this on. I already thread my needle I have a very long piece of yarn. It's what I have left over of the black yarn. Just use the last of it or whatever I can. And I'm just going in each of the stitches and going only in the third row from the bottom here. I am not going in the second row and I'm not going in the last. I just want to make sure it's on top of that third row. So I'm going right into that and going right into our next stitch over on the mouth. So you're going into those 6 stitches. Got one more to go. And then I'm going to turn this around so you can get a better look. You want to just go up on this row right here. You can't really say which row you're going to be doing. Just make sure you just get the very end and the very top of your stitches. If you like going in and out of your stitches and just sewing it on like that, be my guest. Any way you feel comfortable sewing your face on, do so. This is the way I like doing mine because I don't like my stitches to be seen inside the beanie, so this is why I do this. I'm going on the very top. And I'm just working up the rows. Now, we're going to come across this side now. I'm putting the beanie upside down here. And I'm going to move this out of my way for right now. I'm going to work along these 6 stitches. And working along the row that it's landed on. You don't want to go up and down the row because then it's not going to look right. Just stay on the row that it just lands on and stay within those stitches. And just go across. Now you want to come up on this. I'm just going up the rows and just sewing this on just like the way I'm showing you. Now right about here is where we're going to stop at and sew in our eye. So you want to get the very last, the very end of this one. There we go. And you want to grab an eye, put it right there, and you're going to attach the very end with the black and with the tip here. And just like so. You're not putting it in the green area, you're just attaching the eye like this first. And then you're going to lay it flat down. And as you can see here, we're going to go across this row that it's landed on. And I am going to go in the stitches and go across this and sew the eye on and come along the other side. Okay, now I'm going to do the side of this. Making sure my eye is laid down nice and straight, and that I'm not bending it in any way. Working up the side. Got one more, getting that very end. If you don't get the very end, it will curl and turn into a circle. You want it to be a square, so make sure you get that very end. Now I'm going to work along this row and sew in the other side of the eye. And I'm going to get that very end as well. Now I'm going to sew all the way straight down the rows, making sure this is nice and flat and I'm not moving it in any way. It's looking really good. And I'm going to sew in the other side of the eye. Get the very end, and now I want to work along the other side of that nose. It's supposed to be a nose, so I am going to go into my stitches here and sew it across. And here it is, right here along this row. Okay, our last one here. Now you want to attach the other eye the same way. You're going to go right into the corner and the other corner of the black and just sew that in. Now you want to work up the stitches, so make sure everything is laid down nice and flat, just the way you want it. Always adjusting, always making sure it's correct. And I'm going to start sewing this eye on. Working up my stitches here. Get the very top, the corner. And now I'm going to work along this side. Wherever my stitches are landing on, that's where I want to work from. So I'm going to start sewing in my stitches, working along that row. One more. I want to make sure I get that corner. And now I'm going to work along the edge. Get the corner Now I'm going to lay it flat again, making sure it's even and it's coming out really good, just the way I want it. Now I'm going to work along this row here and sew in my ends. Okay, now I'm going to get the nose now and sew it in, going down the row. Then I'm going to work along the other side of this. That very corner again. And sew all the way straight down. Getting that corner, and I look this, and now I'm going to work the very top of that row 3. Just like I did the other one. On top of that row 3, going in each of the stitches, making sure I have 2 rows always on the bottom. Working along the top side here. And now I'm going to work on the very top of this row and doing the top of that mouth. And along the side. And coming to the end here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie these 2 ends together and then sew them in. And we are complete with our Minecraft beanie. We have nothing more we need to do on this. And just sew in your loose ends. And lay it nice and flat. And there's our Minecraft beanie. And I hope yours came out just like mine. As you can see here, very, very cute. You do the same. Tell me how yours come out. Share with me a picture, video, anything. And till next time, happy crocheting. Bye.